Hello students, welcome to EC Engineering. Last video we have seen types of DC generator with a category of separately and self. Last video I explained you completely the separately exciter DC generator. This video we are going in deep about the self exciter DC generator. The self excited means well known that excitation means magnetizing the field coils by giving a DC supply. In what way the DC supply is given to the field coils make it as either a separately or a self. So here we are going to deal about a self, which means that the field winding which supplied from the armature of the generator itself, which receives a DC supply from the armature of itself, then it is called self-exciter DC generator. Here students, an important thing you have to keep it in our mind and go through this content. See, normally residual flux is present in the pole. Residual flux means residue means மீதம் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி is an extract. Fine. Residual flux is always present in the poles. When the armature is rotated, a small EMF is produced in the armature winding because of this residual flux. So a small EMF is produced. This EMF supply to the field winding to energize. This EMF produced a small field current in the field winding. Then the flux per pole is increases. This increased flux increases the induced EMF, which further increases the field current. That's why it occurs as a cumulative process. So because of this cumulative process, generator produces its rated voltage. Hence, according to the same, the self-excited generator can be classified depending upon how the field winding is connected to the armature. How the field winding is connected to the armature as series generator, shunt generator and compound generator. This video explain you the self-excited series generator type clearly. So we already came across separately excited DC generator. Those who failed to refer the same, the link for the video is given in the description. Just go through the link and have it a glance over a separately excited, then only you can get a clear understanding behind a series type of self-excited generator. We'll get back to. So we are all well known that how to draw this symbol, circuit symbol. Once again I will repeat the same. Generator, if it is a DC generator represented with the circle G inside in it and underlined with a single sleeping line which represents DC, symbol letter G represents generator. Then two projections over top and bottom of the G letter is represents the brush, is an brush, and the terminals are taken from these brushes are armature A and AA. Here EG is an generated EMF and RA is an internal resistance of an armature. Okay, so it is a type of a DC generator. So it's a type of a DC generator. That's why how it is called as a series. How it is called as a series. Mean how far the field windings are connected with the armature we can accordingly call it as a series shunt. That just before we had a glance. Sorry. So it is an resistance RSE, resistance R suffix SE represents series. It's connected in series with an armature. It's series with an armature. What it means? The current delivered by the armature IA is equal to current go through the field resistance of an generator. So, how much of current delivered by the armature? The whole current will go through the RSE. That's why we need to make this field, the series field coil, as an thick coil with few turns. Why? Because it is in series with an armature. It receives the whole current delivered by the armature. That's why in order to avoid the damages, it should be made with thick coil of fewer turns. That is the reason behind a single turn of an RSE. Then this RSE is connected to the load. So both the ISE, current through the series field winding, and the current flows through the load are same current as that of an IA, because all are connected in series. So that is what given here. IA equal to ISE equal to IL. Then we need to find the generated EMF. In the last video itself, we found that EG equal to means potential rise is equal to potential drop. Here also we need to adopt the same Kirchhoff's voltage law. Potential rise is equal to potential drop. Coming back to so EG is an potential rise. Where are all the drops? Drops in armature, that we can represent as IA RA, and drop in series field resistance, that we represent as ISE RSE, and there should be a drop in brush. That is what expressed here. So EG equal to terminal voltage V. Where are all the drops? Drop at load, drop at armature, drop at series field resistance, and drop at brush. Drop at brush is very small amount, very lower amount. Here it's an ISE equal to RSE. We know that IA and ISE are same. That's why we are representing it as an IA here. IA here. So that the terminal voltage V equal to, mere rearranging the expression, all these terms are comes here. So V equal to EG minus the whole term, which is represented here as an terminal voltage. Then power developed in an armature is EG IA. Then power delivered to the load is V into IA or V into IL. So why we are writing power delivered to the load as VIA or VIL? Because IA, IL both are same. So students, you carefully go through the expression and diagram. This is the way how to you represent the answers in a asked question in an university examination. Hopefully you can understand the things. Thanks for your support and view all the videos one by one for the better understanding. Thank you, students.